Hi, it's Lee, Spilling with Lee, here to report on day one of jury selection with the Diddy trial. Actually, it is, let's see, I'm in Central Time Zone. It's almost 5 o'clock, so it's 6 o'clock there. So they are probably just now wrapping up. So I'm sure I'm going to have other updates, but I will just update you a little bit on what I have now and talk a little bit about it. And I will be back tomorrow or maybe later tonight or maybe a short and update you on things I may find out as the night progresses. So, as you all know, today is day one of the jury selection in the Diddy trial. He's facing racketeering, charges on racketeering, sex trafficking, transportation of prostitution. Um, as we know, there will be 12 jurors selected, and they will all come from the New York area and the boroughs surrounding it. We do know several questions that have been asked regarding swinger type lifestyle and how accepting or okay they would be with that, about drug abuse, about firearms. So we know that's going to be brought up. Also, whether they watch Law and Order or CSI, if they think wealthy people seem to get away with more things than other people. Those are some of the questions that we know were asked on the survey. And of course, general questions about where you work, things like that. That has already counted some people out. We know that someone, a publishing executive, marketing executive from Simon Schuster, was dismissed because she actually read Albie Shore's book, which has a lot to do with Diddy and his former girlfriend and mother of his children, Kim Porter. Albie Shore dated Kim Porter and had a child with Kim Porter. So that executive was dismissed. However, an HBO executive is still there, and I don't understand why. I think they said they're going to ask more questions, but HBO has produced a docuseries, I think The Fall of Diddy, and I think they're producing more. So not sure why that executive is still there. It seems like that would have been an automatic dismissal. The jurors have also, potential jurors have also been asked questions around kidnapping, arson, if they would be able to stay away from news and social media over the next 8 weeks. So, yes, the trial is expected to last 8 weeks until pretty much July. I suspect it could even last much longer than that, but we'll see. Those are some of the things that they're expected to answer and comply with if they're selected. Some people are asking why they were not sequestered. That's a very expensive process. So we'll see how that works out for them. And so I found it really interesting that they have an all-female prosecution team. So that girl power. Let's see how that works out. And again, no video is allowed in the courtrooms. And those are just a few updates on the Diddy trial so far. A few other interesting things that have come out that I've been hearing from all types of sources. Number one, his family, children, mother, sister, were not in the courtroom today. So that was a little surprising. Several accounts have said that Diddy was sweating profusely, seemed to be very nervous. I think he even said to the judge, because he needed to take an additional bathroom break, that he's very nervous today. So that we saw that happening as well. And the other interesting thing I saw on a couple of news sources is that Michael B. Jordan's name was mentioned during jury selection. And some people were asking, well, why would Michael B. Jordan, their worlds don't collide? Which I agree. However, where their worlds did collide is they dated the same girl, Lori Harvey, Steve Harvey's daughter. And those relationships were pretty close together in timing. So wondering if Michael B. Jordan has knowledge or has experienced something in that world of Diddy. And then we know that Kid Cudi is also supposed to testify about his car being blown up and the arson around that with Cassie. So we'll hear some more on that as well. So those are a few things that have come out today. So I'm sure there's going to be more that we're going to hear about as the day wraps up, and more people will be coming out of the courtroom, and I'm sure sharing more information. So this will definitely be interesting to see it all develop. I'm interested to see the jurors that get selected for this. And I also think it's really interesting, as I've spoken to people, they're like, well, the trial hasn't started yet. It's just jury selection. But that is the most important part of it, jury selection, because a case will die, go on, win, lose based on a jury. One juror can mess up the whole thing. So jury selection is extremely important. So I consider it to have started, the trial started today, because jury selection is important. And they said that Diddy is paying very close attention and very involved in the jury selection process. So we'll see how things develop. And please subscribe, like, share, comment. Let me know if you've heard anything additional about today. And what do you think about the jury selection process so far? And be sure to subscribe. Come back tomorrow or later tonight, and let's hear more developments around the Diddy trial. All right. Thank you. And this is Spilling with Lee. I will see you soon.